Look at this beautiful man. Beautiful hair. What the actual...
That was so cringy. Good morning, guys. I mentioned, but today I will be dyeing my hair ginger, which I'm really excited about. So let's change into something a little bit more comfortable. So how was that transition, guys? Was that good or what? Today we are serving the Newsies shirt. This is crooked. I just want to start with a disclaimer. This is all my own opinion. I'm not a new fan. I'm not a fake fan. I've been here since ground zero. Miss me with that bull.
Okay, so I'm editing this video and I think this is coming out at like the perfect time because after the leaks that came out in the month of December, so I think this is gonna come out at a perfect time to talk about fandom culture.
Yeah, these are all opinions. It's just for fun. It's not that serious. We're just here to have a fun time and watch me potentially screw up my hair. If my hair falls out, I will not be posting this video. So I have these two bowls, two brushes, two 30 volume developers. Colors that we're doing, I want not like a super bright orange ginger, but like more on the auburn side, if that makes sense. So I'm using copper red. Sizzling copper. They also give us this thing, Ion Absolute Booster, step 1. I'm almost positive, like there's like a 95% chance my hair's not gonna fall out. Like 3 full sessions where I just kept bleaching and bleaching my hair and nothing happened, so I think I'll be fine. Now we have the ingredients, now to mix and to round.
So there has been a location change. I think the audio is better. I need to get one of those clip-on mic things. Now we start the mixing process. As it is very apparent, a lot of people did not like the My Hero Academia and there's a lot of backlash as I'm really active on social media, Instagram and TikTok, not Twitter. Twitter actually scares the ever-living hell out of me, so I would rather not be there. Actually, I got told that I got posted on Twitter one time because one of my TikToks went viral and I cried myself to sleep. Actually, I was also told that I was in a gacha reaction video. I've been looking for days, I can't find it. That's actually awesome. So first we're putting in the colors, so copper red and copper. So I thought I would tell y'all my initial thoughts on it. This maybe hashtag a little controversial. I really liked the ending. I thought it was so sweet. I thought it just really went full circle. I don't know, I really liked it. I don't know. I thought it was so... Does this come with gloves? It's actually awesome. It does not come with gloves. So we are raw dogging this actually. I think something that ruined the ending for a lot of people was the ship wars. The ship wars were actually insane, I fear. I witnessed a bunch of the ship wars, especially the ship wars on TikTok. I would hate to see how they are on like Twitter. On TikTok, they were actually insane. Y'all are crazy. Oh my god. Okay, so it says to measure out 2.5 fluid ounces of developer. So that's like just 5 ounces. Yeah, 5 ounces of developer sounds good. Ship wars were crazy. I can't remember if it was a chapter prior or chapters before it ended. Drew a bunch of controversy in the fandom. But it was like one of those moments where it's like you just had to be there. 2.5. Yeah, it's 5. You just had to be there because it was insane. I remember it was mostly surrounding the ship Izuoka, which is Ochako Uraka, and yeah, Izuoka. Background context, Uraraka had tried her best to save Toga, which is a character in My Hero Academia who has a quirk surrounding blood. And she was one of the main villains in the League of Villains that we were shown. She did really awful things, but once you saw how she was treated as a character throughout her childhood and all that, it was really sad. And we could just see, even it was just animated, I'm pretty sure, you could just see how much Ochako felt for her. It was so sad, and she truly didn't want to save her. And after witnessing someone die in your arms after they turned a new leaf to save you, that's traumatizing. She was about to have like a mental breakdown. Like you could tell she was holding a bunch in. I need to be careful with this because I know this like spills really easy. Oh, please don't spill on me. I just got my nails done, so I don't want this to spill on me. Ooh. I almost spilled that. Putting in sizzling copper now. You could see that poor girl was just going through so much. Cause like who would, that's again, like that's traumatizing. Who wouldn't be going through that much? Chapter, she ran away because she was saying how she just didn't want to burden people with her feelings. Bakugou chases after her. And throughout the show, it's clear that Uraraka has a crush on Deku. Whether people deem her feelings to slowly be going away is up to your interpretation. I understand why people are like, oh, this fandom only cares about ships. Because this girl, like again, she's having a mental breakdown. She's going through like one of the worst moments of her life. She just saw a human being die in her arms. People saw that and they were like, this is gonna be a confession, I think. I'm a huge Izuoka shipper. I think it's just such a cute ship, especially with their dynamic. But y'all, there's a time and a place, I fear. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I finally have the hair dye mixed up, so I'm gonna call my mommy in to put it in my hair. Guys, my mom's gonna do my hair now, but she's on the phone. So we're gonna do a time lapse, and then I'll come back to you when I'm done. That smells like straight. Oh my god, that smells so bad. I forgot. I was like, why did I stop dyeing my hair? That smells so bad. I kind of forgot how long I should wait until I do my roots. I think we're gonna wait like 15 minutes. I wanted to talk about some, which I personally feel to be misconceptions. I was watching like a bunch of TikToks and some of them were like really silly, like, oh my god, like, bro worked his off for like 2 years just to be a bum teacher. Those were like kind of silly, but like some of them, they were just like, girl, what are you talking about? This did not happen. Like I saw so many TikToks where it was like, there were like some TikToks where, like, yeah, all his friends like stopped talking to him, and now Izuku is this bum teacher at UA, and this, that, third, and I was like, girl, what are you talking about? I felt the same way when I was like defending the chapter prior to it, where everyone was like being like, Izuoka confession, Izuoka confession, Izuoka confession. I love Izuoka. So I feel like I should preface saying I really don't have any preference for any ship. I think they're all really great. I think they all have their highs and lows. I think they're all so cute though. I think unless it's not like some weird pro ship, I have no problem with it. But y'all were a little delusional with those last 2 chapters, I fear. I think overall the last 2 chapters, it was not a fun time to be a My Hero fan because people just did not know what they were talking about. People were saying, yeah, you know, all of class 1A, they all hate Izuku and he's a bum and none of them hang out with him, none of them talk to him anymore. Girl, they have jobs. I don't know, maybe it's because like a lot of I'm too old to be talking about this. A lot of the My Hero fan base is like 12 years old. Again, maybe I'm too old to be talking about this. I'm 17. But like as you get older, you just don't have time to always, and it says it in the manga, like it's not even like I'm looking too deep into it. It explicitly says that their schedules just don't line up. Again, maybe it's just something that comes to you as you're getting older, but as you get older, you just don't have time to talk to people like that. I do a bunch of stuff. Again, I'm so young, but I do a bunch of stuff in school, and even with like that little responsibility, it's still a lot of work. And I feel like, again, maybe it's because the fan base is so young, but you have to understand once you get older, especially as you have an occupation, especially being a hero, like on call, like you just don't have time to be hanging out with people all the time. This timer is about to go off and my camera is about to die. It's like on 5%, so I will catch you guys when the rest of the hair dye is in. So I haven't seen my hair yet, so I'm really nervous. It looked really red, so I'm a little nervous. So okay, that is really red. That is really red. That's really red. Oh my god, that's really red. Oh my gosh, that's awesome! Okay, so it's actually not serving copper, it's serving red. I love it!
my boyfriend and get his thoughts, and we will move on to the rest of the video. Oh, this is actually awesome!
Okay, it's now like 6 hours later, and I do admit I was being a little bit dramatic. It really isn't bad at all. I think it's really pretty. It's exactly what I wanted. So I did crash out a little bit.
I love it!
I was being a little bit over dramatic, but it's really pretty. It's exactly what I wanted. It's really like giving cowboy copper. I think it's so beautiful. I tried to look back at footage and stuff, but y'all, like, I don't know if you can tell, it's literally dark outside. Like, it was golden hour when I started filming, and it's dark outside now. It's quite literally 6 hours later. So I have my notes here, so I'm just gonna try to go off from like around where I went from. And I have my emotional support Squishmallow with me too. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw all my first of all, how is Gran Torino still kicking? Like, that took me out. Oh my god, I was like, what the hell, bro? He looks old as hell. Like, that completely took me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong, I love All Might. I'm like a number one All Might stan. I think he's just like the cutest. I think he's so fun, but god damn, he's really old. You can tell he's lived, it's been like 7 years, and it looks like he's lived through like 5 life crises, which I guess he has, but I don't know, it just took me really off guard. Another thing I feel like we should discuss, Aizawa's hair. I don't know what beef Horikoshi has against Aizawa. Why did you do that? His hair was so beautiful. He was such a beautiful man. Why would you do that? Okay, so first, look at this beautiful man. His long, luscious, beautiful hair. Beautiful man. I feel like all of the fandom acknowledges he's a beautiful man. Now, what the actual happened? Who hurt him? Horikoshi, who hurt you? What the? No words. No words. What? To be honest, this might be the most upsetting part of the entire manga. What happened to his hair? Who cut that bob? Guys, he was so beautiful. We could have been hair twins. Like, he looked like he got his blowout on the daily. He looked like he was getting silk presses, and then he got this bob. He has a fab. I think genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I think that was the worst part. I think that's the only thing people have a right to complain about. I think that's the worst part of the manga ending. It genuinely, it just took me by surprise. It took me so off guard when I saw that. I tried to wait for the leaks to come out. Like, I tried to stay awake, but at the time I was in Dominican Republic and I was flying back to the United States, so I was like, you know what, I should probably go back to sleep. And I had waited until like 12 in the morning. My flight was at 4 in the morning and nothing had come out yet, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I wake up, that's the first thing I do is check my phone to see the leaks. That's the first thing I see, and I'm like, this has to be fan made. Like, this has to be fan made. It wasn't fan made. Now, on to the next thing I want to talk about is what to expect December 8th. I hope Horikoshi puts his hair back on his head December 8th. Horikoshi, listen to me. I don't care about any ship. I truly, like, I definitely have my ship preferences, which I will not share. I don't care about any ship being made official. please just give Aizawa his hair back. Please let him go like on his natural wavy hair journey or something, because it looks really bad. Another thing I want to talk about was the hero rankings. A bunch of people were like, how is Bakugou not number 1? How is Todoroki not number 1? And I think, I can't remember if it's like explicitly stated or if it's like alluded to, but I'm pretty sure Mirio is like very high up in the rankings, and like, how did this happen but not this? And I think people fail to remember that they're still rookie heroes. Like, they're 24 years old. Even like, you have to like think back, like a character like Mountain Lady, she can't be older than 30, and she's considered like, her and like Kemi Woods, I think his name is, they're considered like more like rookie heroes, and they're really good. Like, even though they have been through the war and all that, they still don't have like much experience in the hero field. Like, they're not fresh out of high school, they're like 7 years out, but they're just making their debut into the hero world pretty recently. Like Endeavor and other heroes like Hawks and Miracle, they still exist. Like, they didn't just go away. But yeah, like, I just saw so many people like, oh my, don't get me wrong, let me show you guys something. This is literally that's literally a Bakugou flag on my wall. I am a D1 Bakugou glazer. I love Bakugou so much, but I saw so many people being like, I don't know how Bakugou isn't like number 1 in the ranks, and and this time the third. Girl, he's like 24. He just got into the field. Like, they're probably not even like, they're barely making their own agencies and stuff. So I don't know, I thought that was weird. Speaking of weird, I think something that was really weird, and I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, and I'm not gonna say like Horikoshi's like, oh, Horikoshi's such a creep and I don't know his intentions, so I'm just saying what I saw. I think it's so weird that that as soon as Yamomo, as soon as she turned as soon as she became an adult, her hero outfit became like more modest. And I'm not trying to suggest anything. Maybe in this world they found a way for her quirk to work with her costume, like she can get her objects through her costume or something like that. I just personally think it was very weird that after she was not a child that she became more clothed. It could mean nothing. It could be nothing. It could mean something. I don't know. I thought it was a little bit odd. But going back to when I was talking about when I was dyeing my hair, when I was talking about like how everyone was like, oh, class 1A does not Izuku, they saw that he lost his quirk and they were like, I'm dipping out. Y'all, again, what are you guys talking about? You can say all this stuff even when Izuku is like, oh yeah, our schedules just don't align. You can be like, oh yeah, they do, their schedules align, they just do not want to talk to him. You could say all of that. They pitched in money to get him a hero suit so he could become a hero again. You don't do that for people that you don't mess with. When I read this chapter, I literally bawled my eyes out, like on the plane on the way back to the States. I just thought it was so sweet. What do you mean they like saved up money for so many years so he could become a hero again? That's so sweet. That's so cute. And especially like how again, how the manga just goes full circle. We start with Izuku reaching out towards Bakugou, and then we end with Bakugou reaching out towards Izuku. Like, Izuku was showing Bakugou what it means to be a hero, that being a hero isn't just about physical prowess and winning. And then Bakugou is showing Izuku that even though it's not about physical prowess and being the best and being the strongest, he can still give him that again to become this heroic while he still is a heroic figure to his students. He can become a hero who is physically strong too. It just made me so happy. To close off, I think it's really great that they showed that Class 1A, just like the characters in general, have different ambitions. I just thought that was so lovely. Like, first of all, Uraraka, she looks good. She looked really good. She aged like fine wine. But I just thought it was so sweet that she was opening the quirk counseling. I think it was her and Tsuyu. I just thought that was so beautiful. I just thought it was like almost like a token to Toga to remember her. I just think it really goes to show that these are really good kids. Let their experiences and traumas to guide them to make a better future for other people. And I just thought that was so beautiful, like the quirk counseling and making sure every single child knows how to deal with their quirk, and to know that not every single person with a quirk is villainous. And that's shown with like the amount of villains just going down by a bunch. And I don't know, I just thought that was so, this show is fictional. But it really warmed my heart. And I just thought it was such a great way to end the manga, to show everyone that these kids truly do care about changing the world. At one point, what's his name? Horikoshi was like, oh yeah, whoever wins this like hero rankings or whatever, they're gonna get their, like, I think it was like they get their own movie or something. And I think it's the final movie of My Hero. I can't quite remember. Y'all, as a D1 Bakugou glazer, don't get me wrong, I'm really happy that he won. I did not want a backstory of him. I'm so sorry. Don't get me wrong, the movie, I'm so happy no matter what. I think it's really great that he's still continuing the series with like little spin-offs and stuff. And I really hope he doesn't stop. I've been watching this show since like the beginning of middle school, and now I'm ending high school, and it's honestly just so nostalgic for me. So again, I hope he doesn't like end it anytime soon. But like, I really wish like any other character got screen time. At one point, I was like, low-key, I just like to start dramas. So I was like, guys, I think Azuka's winning this one. I think he was winning for a while, but I'm really happy. I'm happy that Bakugou won, but like, I wanted another character to get more screen time. I really was pushing for Kirishima or Todoroki. And I know Todoroki already gets like a bunch of screen time, he gets a bunch of attention, he's a super big character. But I definitely do want to make an analysis video on this. I really want to know more about like the Todoroki family lore a little bit. I think it'd be really interesting to like, I don't know, just see a little bit more. I think it'd be really sad, it'd make me cry, but I think I'd be really interested in it. And a lot of other people were too, but hey, it's fine. Or with Kirishima, I just really want to know more about his upbringing. I saw so many, like as I was growing up, so like in middle school, I saw so many headcanons about Kirishima. I was like, yeah, he was super emo in middle school, and this on the third. I was like, girl, why are you looking right? So now I want a movie on that. But it's fine. I'm super happy. So I think that's gonna be all for today's video. If you watched till the end, thank you so much. I hope this just feels like a fun FaceTime session. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and the chaoticness of me doing my hair. And so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!